back. We're being treated to a coffee shop classic now that you can easily recreate at home and will probably taste even better too.
Yes, Catherine Leyden joins us now with her tried and tested apple cake, and I've been asked by the producer to try and hold off and taste at the end, and I said 2 chances of that because this is sitting here with hot custard on it, so
the smell alone. So I've never seen you look at something more lovingly in the last few months than that.
Anyway,
apple cake.
we'll get this made.
Oh, Catherine.
It's just a Danish apple cake, which means kind of a spongy batter with apple in the middle and apple on top.
Okay.
And to make it, we have here our 175 grams, that's 6 ounces of butter. To that, we're going to add 225 grams, that's 8 ounces of icing sugar, funnily enough, which gives
icing
a
sugar.
rather unusual texture to it.
Now, don't knock your cup of tea over there.
My cup of tea would die.
Put that down there
I'd be lost without it. Now.
Wouldn't we all?
Now, we're going to cook this in a casserole dish. You could also do it in a roasting tin if you wished.
And why are you making it in a casserole dish? You don't want it to rise up?
You want to get more rise to it,
you want to make it higher, okay.
Yeah. Now, you could continue beating that until it's nice and light and fluffy, but you don't have to. This stage will do fine.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be able to hear you.
Excuse me now.
Focusing on the cake still. So 2 eggs is a
2 eggs in to go, yep.
Okay. A little bit more of a whisk. Alan, you're sneaking bites in.
Stop, will you?
Now, I've peeled and thinly sliced with my slicer there some apples.
Sorry, what's that?
I've thinly sliced some...
Are these the ones that we peeled
apples.
earlier?
They're the ones you peeled earlier, yeah.
See, we were nice to you last week because you were your first week back.
Now I get no sympathy at all. Now, the grated rind of a lemon.
Lovely.
Going in. And into that, we're going to alternate the 225 grams, that's 8 ounces, of cream plain flour.
Yeah.
And to that, we're going to add 2 teaspoonfuls of baking powder. Now, you could sieve these in.
I was going to say, you just throw it straight in, or do
You
you
can put them straight in with the flour. You could sieve it, but it works fine.
Won't make a difference taste-wise.
Absolutely, particularly if you're using the mixer as I am. So, here we have half the flour in and a 1/4 pint of milk, just half the milk in. Sorry now, Alan, a little bit of noise again.
Sorry, what's that?
Making it look so easy.
It is very simple, just following the different stages. Flour in, milk in, and that's what we call the batter, or the sponge made.
Okay. How much milk to put in?
You'll be glad.
Decent bit.
You'll be glad to hear that's the end of that, Alan.
End of that now.
You put a decent bit of milk in there.
Or a 1/4 pint of milk in, yeah.
Does it matter what apples we use?
Yeah, it doesn't really. What I'm using today are Granny Smith apples, eating apples.
Oh,
and
not
they
the cooking
actually,
apples.
No, they actually hold their shape in the cake during baking. But if you use cooking apple, they'll become stewed, so it'll be like stewed apples in the centre.
And some people might prefer that.
Yeah, it's just a matter of taste, really.
I think I prefer the more stewed one than the bite on it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I prefer the bite. So now...
There you go. Sure, we all have different tastes.
Yeah, horses for courses, as they say. We spread that in.
Okay.
And now we have our thinly sliced apples.
So are you just... Oh, you're
Just shake
sprinkling
them
over?
in the centre.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the mixing on top.
Oh, very
filling on
good.
top. So it's really simple. And you see the texture of that batter. It's quite a wet mixture. So
You need to
there
have a
we
nice
go.
casserole dish if you're going to present it in the middle of the table, though.
Correct, yeah.
I prefer this now to an apple tart.
Would you really, Alan?
Yeah.
Same.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'd prefer this now to an apple tart.
I mean, it looks delicious. I haven't tasted it yet.
The apple tart's one of my favourites.
Of course I have. I've been digging in on the sly as well.
Have you?
Yes, absolutely delicious.
180, 350, gas mark 4, for about 40 minutes until it's nicely risen and golden brown.
Oh, you're putting another
I
layer
put more
of apples
on top.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put some flaked almonds on top. Now, Alan doesn't know why we put flaked almonds on, but
I'm
anyway.
just wondering why you're putting flaked almonds on top of an apple cake.
Yeah, just to get a bit of a bite to them.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it good?
Yes. Divine.
Now, we put that in.
How long is it going for?
40 minutes. But keep an eye on it.
I was going to say, would you have to watch it, yeah?
Yeah. Now, this is the one we made earlier that you're sampling at the moment. Still a bit on the hot side, but There we have it. You can see it's brown right down. If you use a glass dish, you'll see that it's down right through.
So that's what you're looking for, just the brown on the edge of the sponge.
And on top.
So should we have kept our one like lovely and presented?
Yes.
Instead of teeth marks.
We should have had lovely presented cake. But you know what, Catherine? Do you know what's better than lovely presented cake? Half-eaten cake that people are enjoying.
Correct. I couldn't
Now,
agree with you more. You're right.
That should be, and it is absolutely delicious. And you would serve this with what?
Custard, ice cream, or creme fraiche. You both went for the custard.
We went for the custard this morning.
Yeah.
It's just
I love the custard.
It's hearty and it's comfort food at its best.
I haven't had custard. I think the last time I had custard was maybe when you were cooking something.
That could have been.
You know?
Nearly 2 years ago now.
Nearly 2 years ago.
It's like a hug in a bowl. It
Isn't
is
it just
so delicious.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And you got a huge response last week after you were in with us, Catherine.
I did. It was fantastic. Yeah, great. Yeah.
Gave you another little boost.
Another boost.
Another
There's no
boost.
stopping me now, Anna.
I'm telling you. There you go.
telling you.
You're back.
I'm too, intent on eating this. It's absolutely delicious. Thank you, Catherine.
It is
I'm
absolutely
definitely going to try that at home
Highly
now.
recommend it.
And it's just different.
Yeah.
Could you freeze that then? No, probably
No, you
not.
wouldn't really.
No.
No. It's best.
There wouldn't be enough left to freeze.
Served
No.
hot.
Served. I know, yeah. Just take it out of the oven, serve it hot. Bit of custard,
And then
bit of cream.
custard, a bit of cream, creme fraiche, or yogurt if you wished. But I think you can't beat custard, can you?
No.
You're abstaining. You're not having a slice.
I'm going to have a slice down in a minute.
You have a slice of a cup of tea now.
Good.
Her and Mandy Marr are yapping outside.
Yeah.
Save some for Mandy.
They'll be having a bit of cake and a cup of tea,
Cup of tea, yeah.
before the
cup of
fashion.
tea is here.
Lovely to see you, darling. See you next week.
Thank you so much. See you next week.